Good day, critters. My name is Phil Cole, head admin for Living Tal'Dorei. If you like what we do, wouldn't mind helping spread us to the rest of the critter community, please give this video a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you get notifications when I post, which I hope will be a lot more frequently in the upcoming days and weeks. So, what I'm working on. Just finished writing LT 1-21, Hello Dyson Island Adventure. I finished that this past Friday. Looks like we're on pace for a playtest on October 27th and a release date of November 1st. I'm currently writing LT 1-22 Shopping Episode, which is the actual season finale of Season 1. Both of these mods are Tier 3. The interesting part about 22 is that you're going to have a chance to buy a magic item for gold. Now this only extends to players who have the Introduction Story Award, Friend in Need. All the items that you'll be able to purchase are at the very rare tier. There might be some items that are a little bit of a question as to why they're very rare, specifically adamantine plate and half plate. We handed out adamantine breastplate at our first trial as a rare, so the increased rarity is due to it being better types of armor. I know in the Dungeon Master's Guide, the adamantine plate, or armor in general, is listed as uncommon, but that feels ridiculous, so we're not going to do that. As time goes by and more become available in the world, its rarity will go down, but for right now, there's only a handful of people that should even have it. This is partially to address balance issues in 5e's itemization. That's the same reason we do Moon Touched any melee, or Flame Tongue any weapon. We're trying to create diversity for builds, give other classes and specs that don't necessarily see the light of day a chance to shine, i.e. Forge Cleric and Kensai. As far as online games go, I'm currently trying to learn Roll20 and Fantasy Grounds. I don't have a particularly strong grasp of either yet, but I'm working on it. The idea is that over the next 3 months between the end of Season 1 and the start of Season 2, we'll be able to convert all of our modules to be able to be run online. This is for a couple reasons, one of which being we know not everybody can get a group together, and we want you to be able to meet up with critters, which you can do through our Discord, and find groups and play our games for free. I have a list of points that I'm going over real quick. Talking about the time difference between Season 1 and Season 2, we're also looking to go back and do our cleanup of all the mods. There's a couple things that are mistakes that appear in certain mods. Like I know 1-2, I believe Speak with Dead is listed twice when it shouldn't be. There's a couple grammatical changes that we need to make. Hopefully add maps and handouts. As I said in a previous video, from the introduction to 1-6, when we originally wrote those mods, I didn't actually own Word, so they were all written in OpenOffice, and when we made the conversion from OpenOffice to Word, some things got corrupted and messed up, and we had some issues. And that also is one of the things that we're looking to clean up as far as the mods go. The XP, the gold, the magic items we give out, that all remains the same. The spell books, the scrolls, the Gilmore's lists, all of that will remain the same. There aren't going to be any mechanical changes. It's all just making it look better and cleaner. We've done a lot of cons this year. I'm looking at the list. Dreamation, DexCon, ConCon, BetaCon, FalCon. I went to Gen Con, but I was just running AL. I didn't even mention Living Tal'Dorei. But as far as cons go for the next year, we're looking at Winter Fantasy. I know I keep mentioning that one, but I'm really trying to push that. If you're a critter and you're out there and you're in the Indiana area, you're looking for a con to go to, that's where we're going to be making our presence known. I'm going to see about setting up a critter meetup. I know they happen at all conventions anyway. I'll try to hit up the Critter subreddit and the Critical Role Fan Club Facebook group, try to coordinate it through there. Probably looking at Thursday and Saturday. We'll be handing out business cards, and as always, our mods are free to download and play. Our log sheets free to download. Our character sheets free to download. As far as log sheets go, you don't even have to use our log sheet. You can use a piece of loose leaf paper. Really, as long as the information's there, we don't particularly care what form it takes. After Winter Fantasy, we'll be doing BetaCon. I believe that's May or April. I don't know. The date hasn't been fully finalized yet. As soon as I know that for sure, I'll tell you. I'll probably be at Dreamation, which will also be in February, in New Jersey for Saturday and Sunday. BetaCon is in Dunmore, PA. Dates to be announced. We'll be doing DexCon in Morristown, New Jersey. That's a 4-day con, but I'll probably only be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That is in Morristown, New Jersey. And if Winter Fantasy goes well, that's always an if. Never know for sure. But we're looking at possibly getting a spot at Critical Role's HomeCon through Baldwin Games. Nothing's confirmed yet, but it's definitely on our roadmap for the year. As far as YouTube goes, next Saturday I'm meeting up with my social media guy, Joe, and we're going to figure out an intro. We're going to touch things up a little bit, try and increase the production quality, get an intro, I'll be able to put stuff up on the screen and show pictures and music and just basically level up my YouTube game. I'm working on it. I've been trying to meet up with him, but between writing mods and play testing and planning cons and everything else, online, everything's really happening all at once. So there's also a video I'm looking to do, a series of videos really. It's going to happen probably November or January. It's going to be a 5-part series of the stories so far. First video will be Tier 1, so the story for mods LT 1-1 Reconstruction through LT 1-6 Fading Scars. Our second video will be picking up at 1-7 Toltus Academy and going up through basically Trial 1, 'Twas the Night Before. That one's an interesting story. There's the story itself, and then there's what players actually did at 'Twas the Night Before, which was our first Trial of Heroes, a multi-table event, similar in design to Adventurers League Epics, but our version of them. We've done a lot of learning this year. We've had our ups and downs, but we've learned a lot of lessons, and I think that we've applied them to our mods and tried to make things better with the input of the community, and that's something that we really want to stress going forward. I still have not gotten a single questionnaire from anybody in Season 1, and I know you're out there and downloading it. My website tells me so. But the questionnaires are your way to indirectly impact the story. The in-person trials are a way to directly impact the story. Or if you're playing with us at a convention, we take the stories of things that happen and we work it into the mods. We'll change dialogue, we'll change outcomes, we'll change the trajectory of NPCs and how they react to you and the world. We're basically trying to get your character's story as deeply embedded into the world as we can at all times. It's talked about adding maps. We're going to be changing our logo. It's going to basically look the same. We're going to keep the D20 design with the red LT, but instead of it being a black D20, we're going to change it to a white D20 because I feel like the red gets lost in there. But that's it for right now. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you like what we're doing, give us a like, give us a subscribe. We're going to keep working hard to bring you content as long as we can. Thank you and have a good day.